All right, welcome into a new episode of the News4JAGs podcast. Jamal St here alongside Justin Barney. Justin, I really feel like we just finished doing this, and it's kind of scary that it's back, but
back again.
Rookie minicamps in the books. We're rolling through the Jaguars off season, and day 2 just wrapped up for them. They'll do one more day tomorrow, but this was the only day open to media, so this is a kind of a big kind of opportunity to see them before OTAs.
I like seeing the fans out here. I mean, it's a long time since they opened rookie minicamp up to the fans, probably 15, 16, something like that. So cool to see the fans.
I think we're thinking Dante Fowler was the last time.
So been a while since fans can enjoy it. They got to come out yesterday as well, and
Some
today.
of them,
and the rain held off. It looked bad this morning, so it's nice to actually see the guys on the field in this Florida heat. We talked to Wyatt Milam afterwards, and he said a little bit hotter out here, and Travis Hunter said it's a little heat, but I'm used to this Florida heat, so getting these guys acclimated.
Yeah, look, and that's what this is about. I've gotten questions from folks, and I was even talking around here, and people were like, "Oh, well, what stood out to you?" And I'm like, "This is not this kind of camp. This is. I think I got to the point where I was describing it. This is the syllabus.
Yes.
This is catch up. This is so when you get out on the grass with the veteran players that have been there, you don't slow practice down. And this is. I mean, Liam Cohen even talked about it afterwards, talking to guys about how to stand in a huddle and break the huddle because they don't do that in college. That's what this is. This is your crash course in NFL football.
Yeah, you're breaking. It's just funny when you say break the huddle. A lot of these guys are in these fast-paced, up-tempo offenses, shotgun offenses and stuff. You're talking verbal snap counts and all this kind of stuff that these guys, and plus it's been a long time since they've been on a football field too. You're doing combine stuff and everything. So 22 undrafted free agents, 22 undrafted rookies, and then 9 draft picks. I watched Wyatt Milam a lot, Jonah Monheim a lot, saw the running backs. Really, it's impressed today with these. Jamal St made a great grab over there. You and I saw him. Went down low and grabbed it. So Travis Etienne, maybe watch out because Jamal St is coming for that number 1 job. But yeah, I think overall it's knocking the rust off. And good to see this new era of football because it's James Gladstone walking around bouncing a football like a basketball, and this is the imprint. I saw Liam Cohen.
I went home and tried that.
It's tough to do.
It's tough to do. I couldn't do it. I tried it multiple times and it just went to the left or went to the right.
It's tough
I'm gonna have to keep working on that.
Tough to do, but yeah, first time seeing these guys out on the field, and we kind of beat this drum a lot. But there's 22 undrafted free agent rookies are going to have a big chance to make this football team. Just they want to put an imprint on it. These are their guys. I think in our 53 we saw a few of those guys doing it, and I do think there is a huge open door for a lot of these guys we're seeing out here for the first time to make this team.
And a handful of them are making impressions. I mean, you didn't shy away from looking over at me during practice to say there's Eli Panko, a guy you snuck onto your roster. In the wide receiver room. Liam Cohen gave Jack Kaiser a shout out, a guy I snuck onto my 53-man roster at linebacker. Not really stuck on. He was a draft pick.
But he got singled out.
But he did get singled out as the first name because of the shape he was in. So, I mean, there's going to be a handful of these guys, these undrafted free agents. And, I mean, the thing that's going to be important for most of them are the special teams periods. And a lot of those guys were spending time before practice, time after practice, and time during practice on it. And one guy that spent no time on special teams was Travis Hunter. They did special teams, and he went and did more receiver work.
So hey, he's fun. He's going to be such a different player than anything we've seen in Jacksonville ever. In 31 years of this franchise, you've never seen a player like that. And I keep making the reference to Charles Woodson, but he's really the only comp. And when you have a guy that's a unicorn like that, he is going. So often today, when he did something on the field, the fans, even if it was just a routine catch, it was the audible gasp throughout the crowd anytime he touched the ball. And it's just a rookie minicamp. I'm excited to see what he does.
There's excitement around Travis, and I know everybody's probably listening to this waiting for the Travis evaluation, but I mean, really, to me, he's been, as advertised, kind of the expectation, but it is shorts right now. I think the big thing from today when it comes to Travis, and I've kind of beaten this drum, but I keep getting the question, and the stuff is out there where the reports keep saying, oh, Travis is going to major in offense, and people are taking that as, oh, he's only going to play offense. Travis is going to play both sides of the football. He's going to play both sides of the football a lot. And Liam Cohen even said that he's going to start getting those reps on the defensive side of the football next week, which is what I've kind of tried to keep hammering home, as folks said, I keep hearing he'll major in offense. Well, yeah, that's where he has to learn the playbook. The NFL playbook is kind of thick. The defense, especially at corner, a little bit simpler. A little bit simpler.
So interesting, and he did say, hey, we wanted to clean Travis stuff up today on the offensive side of the ball. That's why we spend an extra day working on it, but that defense is coming. Travis has made it very clear he wants to do it. Jacksonville made it very clear. James Gladstone felt like he was a first-round pick on defense and offense, so he is going to play on that defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
And it will be interesting to see where he kind of excels. You know he's going to start, but I think I lean towards him being that number 2 to BTJ right now in terms of where his biggest impact is.
I mean, he'll have an impact all over the place, but yeah, there's no competition to be the number 2.
Yep.
Like,
no, I think
if you stood here and looked at me and said the number 2 receiver was going to be Parker Washington,
Diami Brown.
Justin.
Diami Brown.
Justin.
He's their big guy.
Justin.
Now, I think he's going to be their number 2.
I don't think there's another option.
I don't think there's another option unless Diami, somehow gets in there. But they drafted
Justin,
him
I'm
to
supposed to be the crazy one here.
They drafted him to be an elite football player,
yes.
and I do think he is right now. He's that guy next to BTJ in that offense where you're going to have to say, you didn't really have that last year. You had BTJ and BTJ.
Look, I think Travis is going to have a big role on offense and defense. I think there's going to be a lot of fun around Travis Hunter. A lot of people are excited. After practice, there was a fan on the side screaming, "Travis, I'll wait. I got season tickets just for you." He didn't end up getting the autograph he was looking for, but I'm sure at some point.
Well, I should have asked Travis today where his wedding registry was at.
Why?
Because remember, he's getting married here this month, I believe.
He is.
And remember what Jaguars fans did for Trevor and Marissa when they got married.
They did. They found it and they did that. I don't know how that question would have gone over since when he was asked about it, he said he very clearly his wedding is private.
Except for his fishing boat. Except for his fishing boat.
Except for the fishing boat. Except for the fishing boat. But who knows? I'm sure somebody out there can track down the registry. It's out there somewhere. Who knows? They got Trevor a toaster.
Yep.
What do you get, Travis?
Probably a fishing lure or something like that. Maybe a different reel, something for the boat. I don't know.
Hey.
Something.
Hey, we can figure that out. Well, Brian, somebody will find the registry.
Hey, how about we give good gift selection, good registry ideas for fans? That'd be a good question for maybe next week.
Maybe.
What would you get Travis Hunter on the wedding registry?
What would you get Travis Hunter on the wedding registry? It is coming up.
Yep.
That is worth a question. Maybe we can figure that out.
Maybe so.
I don't know. So rookie minicamp will wrap up tomorrow as we're recording this. And then next on the agenda is OTAs. They'll start that. Yep. We'll have a little bit of access there, so we'll have plenty of content rolling through that. And then minicamp's right behind it, and there's a little itty bitty break. And then training camp's here. We're off and rolling, and this thing is going to be cranked up. I expect that there's going to be a lot of open practices. Okay, hold on. The schedule comes out next week. We're recording this on Saturday. Schedule comes out on Wednesday. You've done your prediction. Alessandra's done her prediction. I was the last one. I got mine in before the buzzer. I'm not going to ask you to go through the whole schedule real quick, but number of primetime games in your mind, a single primetime game. That doesn't include Thursdays, Justin. Thursday is not primetime.
That's a Thursday.
I knew that's what he was talking about. Thursday night football is not primetime.
I've got 0 primetime
Okay,
games.
thank you. So I have 1 primetime game, I have 1 Thursday night game, and I have 1 London game, obviously. But I have 1 Thursday night. I'm going Monday Night Football. I'm going against the Denver Broncos in Denver on Mile High.
You're
That's my money.
much more grading on a curve because this was a terrible football team last year, 4-13.
You're not taking one thing into account, Justin.
You got Travis Hunter. I don't think they're going to be put in prime
Travis
time.
Hunter.
I don't think they're going to be put in prime
Travis
time
Hunter.
until they do something better.
Hear me out, Justin.
I know.
Travis Hunter's return to Colorado.
Could be.
All over Monday Night Football for a Monday Night Football doubleheader. Mark it in the books. Wednesday it comes out. He's going to be saying,
true.
He tried to tell me.
That's true.
Which I am trying to tell him. I'm trying to.
I've got the one Thursday night game. They crapped the bed last time they were in primetime. Yes, they have a new coaching staff. I thought about the Rams game in a primetime game, but I put that one in London. It's still in its own little slot. But in terms of Sunday, Monday, they kind of crapped the bed last time they were
The
in
most interesting thing before we wrap this up about all of our predictions for the schedule, all 3 of us independently put the London game in the exact same week. The exact same week, which is interesting. But either way, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it all shakes out. Thanks for hanging out with us for this. Make sure you subscribe wherever you're at. You can leave a review. 5 stars would be appreciated. And hey, make sure that you check over on News4JAGs.com. We'll have plenty more Jaguars content rolling there. And we'll see you guys next time.